talking about uvex in general,
Yeah.
I'm German. Grew up in Germany, and I was often skiing in the mountains. So that's where my first touch point with uvex was seeing the uvex ski goggles, basically. But I'm sure uvex is much more than just that. So what does uvex do? What does uvex stand for?
It's a funny situation where most people know the brand from the sporting and the skiing side, but actually the largest product categories are actually on the safety and industrial side. uvex has two divisions, so there's a sport division and the safety division. So we work in the safety division. So the safety division does personal protective equipment from head to toe. For 60 years we've been doing safety footwear day. And so we really wanted to develop the footwear to address those issues specifically for the Australian workers. So we took a very systematic and scientific approach into the development of the project. I have my PhD and my scientific background also allows me to then delve into the scientific research to really try and validate what you're getting told in a focus group. Of all the PPE categories or personal protective equipment categories, footwear is the one that has the greatest effect on the physiological demands of the worker. They say, oh look, we just want the footwear to be comfortable, and well, I spent my career in scientific research of footwear to try and understand what comfort actually means and what drives comfort, and it's a very nebulous term. Yeah, so when we developed the footwear, we really wanted to design the footwear from a foot first or foot down approach rather than developing the footwear around traditional concepts. So we call that our uvex bionomics. And in the design of the footwear, we have this wave-like structure across the front of the footwear, and that's really designed to allow the upper to expand and contract as you walk. So a lot of workers will really complain about the stiffness and rigidity of their work boots, and often only lace them up partially due to that discomfort. So this wave-like upper stems from an engineering to allow it to expand and contract as the foot moves. And in the design of the footwear, we've actually worked on the structure of the foam to really allow it to maximize both the energy absorption and also the energy return. So traditionally, most foams that are used in safety footwear are very dead sorts of foams, so they tend to absorb a lot of energy but not return a lot. So they typically only return about 30% of the energy that they absorb. What we wanted to do was actually return as much as we can while not sacrificing that energy absorption. So we've developed a new cushioning technology which is called uvex iPure Energy, and it returns 60% more energy than traditional foams. Really exciting that the workers can actually perceive the difference, and it does actually make a difference. So, the data we're measuring in the lab is actually sort of magnified over the course of the day. One of the other big factors that the workers complained about is heat stress. So one of the things we really focused on was the breathability of the footwear, and we also focused on everything from the gluing patterns and internal things that can affect the breathability of the footwear to also the foams that we use. So we use a very transparent foam which allows the moisture to go through, whereas typically internal foams are something that people tend not to focus on because it isn't seen. So it really is occlusive and tends to create increased humidity inside the footwear. 49% of people that wear safety footwear actually complain of foot pain and foot problems, and 2/3 of those foot problems are actually attributed to the safety footwear that they wear. So we really wanted to try and create a solution that would try and address the high levels of pain in the Australian workforce. So these are 3 different foot types, really designed to customise the fit of the footwear to the individual. To be able to actually recommend the footbeds, we actually have developed a pseudo 3D fitting app which uses calibrated images of the top of your foot and also an image of the arch of your foot to then recommend an appropriate footbed to the foot type. So uvex's mission is all about protecting people, and I guess the natural extension of that is also protecting the planet that we live in. Something specifically we've done with the uvex X-Flow range for the Australian market is to actually have the footbed made from recycled production waste. So 87% of the foam is constructed from granulated offcuts in the manufacturing process. And then the top cover is made from 100% recycled PET plastic, which is plastic bottles. So really try and, in every decision that we make, we really try and minimise the impact of the product on the planet that we live on.